Hello everyone. Welcome to our 21st lecture. This lecture is just an extension of earlier lecture where we have solved three problems. Okay. Now we'll solve some other problems on equal area criteria. Okay. Now we'll see this is our first problem in this lecture. Okay. Given the circuit of figure 9.44 where a three-phase fault is applied. Okay, here three-phase fault is applied on one end of the line near circuit breaker CB4 as shown in figure. Find a critical clearing angle. We have to find out del CR for clearing the fault with the simultaneous opening of the breaker CB2 and CB4. Okay, so both breakers will open the fault. The generator is delivering 1 per unit. That means PM is given as 1 per unit. Okay, these things are given. Okay, megawatt. At the instant preceding the fault, all per unit quantities are on common MVA. Okay, so these values are given. This is our generator. Then this is we can consider transformer reactance CB1 circuit breaker 1, line reactance, then again transformer, and connected to the infinite bus system. This is single machine infinite bus system. This is single machine infinite bus system. Okay, now as I told here, whenever we are going to solve the problem, we have to solve three conditions: pre-fault condition, second one is during fault condition, and third one is post fault condition. Okay, now here it is directly stated that fault on one end of the transmission line. Okay, that means if I'm going, if suppose I want to plot the power angle curve. Okay, whenever you will solve the problem, you have to draw the power angle curve. Okay, this will be our PE1, this will be our PE1 where both lines are working. Okay, both lines are working, and this is our pre-fault condition. Okay, when everything is running normal. Okay, as fault on the middle of the transmission line. Now here this is our PM line. Fault in the not fault at one end of the transmission line, fault on one end of the transmission line. So this stable point will drop to, this will drop to 0. Okay, and this will be our PE2. This will be our, this will be our PE2. PE2 will be 0. Okay, as soon as fault get clear, that means del CR. Okay, the curve will shift on the second line where we have only one line working, where we have only one line working. Okay, this is our del CR, and this is our limiting condition. Limiting condition is del max. Okay, so this curve you have to plot, and this area A1 is equal to area A2. When both areas are equal, the system will be stable. Okay, so these we have to understand. Okay, or we have to draw in each case. Okay, this is our area A1, this is area A2, this is our area A1. When both areas are equal, the system will be stable. System will be stable. Okay, now this is P1, P2 will be 0, and this is our PE3. Okay, where only one line is working, and this is post fault condition. Okay, so first thing, pre fault condition. Pre fault condition is PE1. PE1 is, first we need to find out this X1 transfer reactance in first case, then this is our PE1. Okay, from P1 at this point, this is at this point angle is del 0. From P1 we can calculate, from P1 we can calculate del 0. Okay, in next slide it is calculated. From this P1, from this P1 we have calculated del 0. Okay, now second condition is during fault condition. In during fault condition, as fault on one end of the transmission line, that means this Z3 will be 0. Okay, now if I want to calculate the transfer reactance in this case, then it will be Z1 plus Z2, Z1 into Z2 divided by Z3. Okay, that means this, that means this will be, this will be our, this part will be our Z1, this part will be our Z2, and this part will be Z3. Okay, now in this case, suppose here we have considered fault here, no? So this part will be Z3. Okay, so it will be, this will be J is equal to 0. If this is 0, then this will be your infinite. This B, transfer reactance, this B will be infinite. Okay, so if this is infinite, our P2 is, what is the equation of P2? P2 is P max 2 into sine of del. P max 2 is E into E by x2. Okay, into sine of del. If x2 is infinite, if x2 is infinite, then P2 will be 0. If x2 is infinite, if this is infinite, P2 will be 0. Okay, we can draw, during fault condition, we can draw the circuit during fault condition. This will be like this. Okay, that already we have drawn. Okay, now third condition is post fault condition. In post fault condition, only one line is working. Already we have drawn this diagram. This is area A1 equated with the area A2. In post fault condition, PE3 curve, this is our PE3, this is our PE3. Okay, only one line is working. Now here from P3 we are getting, from P3 we are getting del max, because you can see here, this is our del max. It is intersecting here. This P3 is intersecting at 2 points, at this point and at this point. Okay, if I want to calculate, let me take another pen. If I want to calculate this value, okay, if I want to calculate this del max, what I can do, this is our total is pi. Okay, so this this is equal to, this is equal to, if I am drawing vertical line from the stable point, this will be equal to this. Yes, no? So if I am able to subtract this from this total, I am getting del max. So del max is equal to pi minus this value is, I will consider this as del 1. I will consider this as del 1. So del 1 I can calculate. Now del 1 is here. Okay, it is intersection of this PM and PE3. PM and PE3. So I can equate PE3 is equal to PM. Okay, so P3 is P max 3 into sine of angle, here angle is del 1. So del 1 I can calculate sine inverse of PM upon P max 3. Got it? So from this is our P3. From P3 we'll get del max. Okay, we have calculated del 0 from P1 and del max from PE3. Okay, now we have put the values in the cos of del CR equation. Okay, that is cos of del CR is PM into del max minus del 0 minus P max 2 into cos of del 0 plus P max 3 into cos of del max divided by P max 3 minus P max 2. Okay, so that we have plot that values we have substituted in the equation, and we'll get value of del C in terms of degrees. Okay, now we'll consider second example. In this example, PM is given, P max 1, P max 2, P max 3 is given. Okay, this is very simple, problem. So we can directly put values in the equation of cos of del CR. Okay, cos of del CR, but only thing is that we need to find out del 0 and del max. Del 0 we can find out from PE1. Okay, and del max, tell me from where we can calculate. Correct, very good, we can calculate from PE3, PE3 and PM. Okay, PE3 and PM, correct. Now you can put, acha, मैंने आपको बताया था कि हर प्रॉब्लम में आपको तीनों कर्व ड्रॉ ही करना है. दिस इज प्री फॉल्ट कंडीशन, बोथ लाइन्स आर वर्किंग. पोस्ट फॉल्ट कंडीशन, ओनली वन लाइन इज वर्किंग. ड्यूरिंग फॉल्ट कंडीशन, this is our p max 1, p max 1, this is our p max 3. post fault condition, this is p max 2. okay, सिर्फ इतना निकालना है, डेल ज़ीरो निकालना है और डेल मैक्स निकालना है. डेल ज़ीरो साइन P1 से मिलेगा और डेल मैक्स P3 से मिलेगा. क्यों डेल ज़ीरो P1 से मिलेगा बताती हैं एक बार. यहाँ पे डेल ज़ीरो है, कहाँ पे कौन सी कर्व का इंटरसेक्शन है, PM और P1 का, तो इसलिए P1 से हमारा डेल ज़ीरो मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, डेल मैक्स कौन सी कर्व का इंटरसेक्शन है, PM और P3 का, तो यहाँ से हमको डेल ज़ीरो मिल जाए, डेल मैक्स मिल जाएंगे, लेकिन उसके लिए हमको ये डेल वन निकालना भी ज़रूरी रहता. ठीक है ना, तो डेल वन भी मिल जाएगा और डेल मैक्स भी मिल जाएगा. ठीक है, डेल मैक्स भी मिल गया, डेल ज़ीरो मिल गया P1 से, डेल ज़ीरो मिल गया, डेल मैक्स मिल गया. हमने डायरेक्टली इक्वेशन ये इसमें इक्वेशन में वो वैल्यूज पुट कर दी. Okay, if you substitute the value you will get equation. Now here one thing you can remember, in steady state stability we have that the angle reaches up to 90 degree, after that it is unstable. But in transient stability angle may go beyond 90 degrees. okay, angle may go beyond 90 degrees. okay, while critical clearing angle it will be, it will be less than 90 or it will be near to the 90. okay, uh, it may change depending upon the fault condition, depending upon the fault condition. So this you must keep in mind. Del changes according to the circuit parameters, all the or on the fault condition. Already we have told that transient stability depends on various factors. okay, now third example. In this third example again it is repetition of earlier one. PM is given, P max 3 is given, P max 2 is given, P max 1 is given. Del 0 will find out, del 0 will find out, then del max will find out. Del max will find out from pi minus del 1, will find out del max. okay, and then we'll put the values in the cos of del CR equation and we'll get values. We'll get, either you can calculate in terms of degrees or you can calculate in terms of radians. So in earlier lecture we have solved 3 problems, in this lecture also we have solved 3 problems. okay, more problem you can practice. Thank you very much.